insight video today. I've been talking a lot over the last couple of days about vibrations and frequencies, and I was talking a bit about like light workers yesterday. And I was talking about light workers being sort of like this terminology of beings of that hold light and energy for like new vibrations, new frequencies, and I feel in a sense we're all coming online with that. I've just like woken up this morning and sort of like I've gone and done a few things, and I went to turn the computer on today and the computer just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work this morning. And as I was sort of like in the moment and I was connecting into it, I felt like there was sort of like this kind of, so I'm talking about like this light work and this light vibration, this light frequency, and we're all coming online. We're all starting to sort of like, align and manifest with this new energy. But I also felt like with the computer this morning, as it wasn't working and stuff like that, there was like a deeper meaning in that. And as I was starting to connect into it, it was telling me, in a sense, it's like we're all going for this sort of like this reset, and then we're sort of like we're coming online in that sense for this energy. And I felt like this is what was going on. It was like a reset, and I feel this is what's happening with many of us, like as spiritually at the moment, that when I say like reset, anything like reset is like a being reborn, or like a new sort of like vibration or new frequency. And I feel quite strongly this morning, like it feels like that kind of impression is going on for many of us. And what we're going to be going through is this sense of where you're gonna start coming online, but things are going to shift and change, and you're going to feel different in your vibrational frequencies. You're going to feel different in your energy fields as these things start to come online. And I feel that's what's happening at the moment, and this is very much what's happening with the consciousness, the sort of like the collective consciousness. It is something that's more sort of being integrated and being aligned from the infinite beings that are working with us at the moment. The more I sort of connect into this feeling, the more I'm feeling this again, this infinite white light, this infinite white energy that's coming online. And this white energy is again the purity. It's like it's higher awareness, it's higher truth, it's higher wisdom. And the higher wisdom means that what that means by that is like the oneness vibration is starting to integrate. The oneness vibration is starting to harmonize with each and every one of us as all beings, and we're starting to become integrated into this collective consciousness which is needed, because the more that we collectively align, the more that we can start to sort of like express as one being, as one vibration, as one frequency. And that's the only way really that anything is really going to shift, and we're going to create this new vision on this planet, is through one vibration, because that's the way it works. The universal light vibration, or the infinite realms and dimensions and realities work, source light creation works on one vibration. There is no separation, and this is why we've been talking about the eternal moment. The eternal moment is this vibration, this frequency, that when you remain in it, you can always be vibrating from it. You can always be creating and manifesting, but creating and manifesting in the moment, and creating and manifesting a higher vision is opening up your energy centers. Each and every one of us, our energy centers are opening up at the moment. Our vibrational frequencies are opening up, and we're starting to align with a different kind of vibration, a different consciousness. And this is what's happening for many of us. Again, I'm seeing the white sort of like diamond sort of like shape that's coming down, and it's white today, and white seems to be the symbolic one, the symbolic color. But then obviously remember, with white as a color, it's sort of like as light, it also has like all these different colors that can be sort of like connected to it or in it. It's like when you see like white light and it gets split, it goes into different colors. And this is like symbolic. Again, I've woken up this morning with this kind of feeling of like rainbows and stuff like that. And again, that a rainbow is like full of different colors and different frequencies and different vibrations. They're all part of the same whole, but they're bringing a different sort of like aspects to it for each being, or all of us, to start to sort of like integrate and manifest with, and align with. Colors with ascended masters bring different rays, but they bring different sort of like aspects of wisdom, but they're all bringing different aspects of the wholeness of the oneness vibration of source light creation. This is the same with the universal laws. Nothing works individually, everything works collectively, And this is the important word, and this is the word of the age, collective. And for a long time, I think people have been going on in their spiritual journeys, and each and every one of us have been awakening in our own journey. But now, as we awaken to our consciousness and awaken to our become more aware, then what we start to do then is align with the collective consciousness. We align with the oneness vibration. We align with this infinite source-like creation, and we start to work as in union with each other. And this is what this time's about, and this is what I feel is happening. And this is the shift in consciousness. This is the shift in awareness at the moment that many of us, as beings, are awakening and understanding the eternal moment and the vibration and the frequency of that. There's infinite opportunities and infinite vibrations and frequencies, but there's an infinite source of energy within that eternal moment. And when we start to really sort of like, I've been talking about obviously being in the center over the last couple of days as well, being in centered and being in that. But again, what I'm really talking about is the impression, the feeling is this source like creation, this infinite source. And what we can do is draw upon that and align with it, and then we can express it, and we can express it fully through our own energy frequency, our own energy vibration. And what that's doing is when we express from a place of source, then we come back to the oneness vibration, we come back to the wholeness, we become back to the source light creation, and we come back to the oneness vibration. And this is what this time's about. This time is about aligning and becoming again, once again, into that oneness vibration, that oneness frequency of source light creation, that all the source light creation that we're all born from, and we're coming back into it. And again, I've talked about Atlantis, Lemuria, where they were very much in this kind of vibration, this frequency, where they were harmonized, not with just their reality, but with many different realities. And this is the collective shift, this is the oneness shift, this is the oneness consciousness shift, and alignment. And this is what's going on for many of us. And this is where, again, once I'm talking about this rainbow and the different frequencies, different colors, they all vibrate, but they vibrate in pure harmony and union. They vibrate in the oneness vibration, and they vibrate aligned with each other. And again, this is what the universal laws do, and this is why I keep talking about universal laws. And I feel like the masters have given these universal laws for this reason, that when you start to really look into them, and you start to once again go beyond and go into that deeper wisdom, and that purity, and that like the truth, the true reality, the eternal moment, you start to realize that all things are connected, nothing's separate. So every universal law, although it brings a vibration, a frequency of wisdom on its own, it's also part of the whole. Because when you start to see them and you start to work with the universal laws, you realize that they're all interconnected, they're all aligned. And this is what this time's about, is aligning. When I was talking about the diamond again, the energy, that's again, it's the oneness vibration, it's the union of the infinite realities and dimensions. The diamond energy brings a consciousness, a collective consciousness, an understanding that we are unified, that we're in harmony. And also, so like in my daily practice, I walk sort of like like I say, I create sacred spaces. I try to do that in work. I try to do that within myself. And what I do is I sort of like step forward, and I try and be in a conscious state and an awareness state that, when I'm calling or anchoring energy, and I'm doing this with around it and aligned with infinite realities and infinite beings, that I am part of an infinite collective of consciousness and awareness, and this energy and these beings walk with me. They're part of me and I'm part of them. So in that sense, it's that I am presence, where you start to realize and understand in the I am presence that you are part of the whole. You're part of this oneness vibration of source light creation, and source light creation creates all realities, dimensions and realms, and we're part of that consciousness, and we're part of that vibration. So it's moving past singular consciousness to collective consciousness, and moving into this infinite sort of vibration and this infinite moment, the eternal moment again, and realizing, through collective consciousness and union and harmony, that we're all interconnected, that we're all part of the same whole. And when you start expanding your consciousness and your awareness to understand that these many beings walk with you from these many different dimensions, then you walk with an infinite source of energy, of a light, and an infinite source of vibrations and frequencies, but they also, there's an infinite consciousness that comes with that. So it's all about expansion at the moment, and this is why I think over the last few sort of weeks or months I've been talking about this oneness vibration and this eternal moment, because we need to be sort of like vibrating on that collective consciousness, that oneness vibration, that infinite source like creation, and knowing that we walk with that source like creation. And in that moment, with the white energy at the moment, that can dissolve, that can cleanse, that can clear, and shift consciousness and shift awareness in any moment. And this is what the eternal moment brings again, and this is what the oneness vibration brings, and this is what source like creation is, and that's a new shift to collective consciousness. And that's the insight for today.